G'day mates, in today's video I want to kick off with the announcement that we have Zero Build Arena. Yes, we have a Zero Build competitive game mode that not only that, it has its own rewards that you can't get from playing regular arena. This has a lot of people very happy and a lot of people very upset in the competitive scene. Does this mean we're going to get a Zero Build FNCS, and will that take prize pools away from regular FNCS? Also, we had a massive weapon update come out yesterday right before FNCS qualifier. The striker pump has been nerfed, the burst AR has been nerfed, and the two-shot shotgun has been buffed. I want to cover all these changes because there's a lot going on. Let's just jump into it. Let's kick off with the big news today that Zero Build Arena has come to Fortnite. Yes, there is a Zero Build competitive mode in Fortnite. Let's talk about what it is and what it means for the game. First off, this doesn't go towards your hype of regular arena. If you play regular arena and gain hype points, get champs, you can play in FNCS. If you get Zero Build Arena points, it is a separate leaderboard. They are separate. You will not be able to play FNCS or tournaments requiring champs because you got a lot of Zero Build points. That's just not how that works. But they do have their own specific rewards, and this is what's upset a lot of people. So the Zero Build Arena rewards are 400 hype, you get the drippy drift spray. Contender League, you're gonna get a GGG emoticon, but for Champion League, you are gonna get the Godacon emoticon. And while those rewards are not that exciting, I don't know who at Epic thinks people like emoticons and sprays. No one ever uses them. It's a pretty firm point from Epic that right now Zero Build Arena has more rewards than regular arena. So we got the gun wrap for regular arena last season. We don't even know what we're gonna get this season. Maybe we're gonna get nothing, maybe we're gonna get a skin, we don't know. But right now there are guaranteed rewards for Zero Build Arena, and while they're not rewards I think people are going to go too crazy about, that still makes a pretty big stance from Epic. They're taking Zero Build Arena very, very seriously. Now, it's only trios. There is only trios as the game mode right now, so you're going to need two other people to play with. I believe Phil does work, though. You can Phil for it. I'm not entirely sure. They did take Arena Phil out of the game, and then they had it back, so I don't know if it's in for Zero Builds right now. I've been trying to queue up for the game mode, and it looks like it's glitched for me. Maybe let me know in the comments down below. Is Phil enabled for this? I believe it would be. As far as the loot pool, they haven't split the loot pool. The loot pool for Zero Build competitive is the same as regular Zero Build. It still has porta forts, heavy snipes, all that craziness. So it looks like they're still trying to keep it to be a little bit of fun. Now, the main thing is, I really hate whenever these announcements come out because it splits the community when it really shouldn't. Every response that I could see from Fortnite competitive when they announced this is, it's not late game arena, no one cares about Zero Build, oh my god, now they're going to give all the prize for Zero Build, it's over. Everyone's freaking out, and I just don't think it should be that way. I don't know why every time something comes out like this, people get so upset, because in my eyes, it should be cool. There's a new game mode, Zero Build Arena. If you don't like Zero Build, who cares? It doesn't affect you. If you do like Zero Build, awesome. Now you go and play it. It should really only have positive responses, but I know why people do get negative and people get upset because Epic's made us feel like when they work on things like this, they're ignoring something else. So when they add Zero Build Arena, that's why they haven't added late game arena, for example, which a lot of people want. And I just feel like since Zero Build's come to the game, we've never had a more divided community between casual and competitive, and I hate that. It just makes everything so toxic. Anytime something good happens for one of the communities, the other community gets mad, when really you should just be happy that other players playing the game and supporting it, buying skins, are happy. But again, I fully understand why people get upset because Epic's made us feel that way. They've kind of led us to be in that boat where it feels like when they work on one thing, they're ignoring the other. Like, people are now freaking out. There's going to be a Zero Build FNCS. It's going to take all the prize pool, and honestly, there might be a Zero Build FNCS. It looks like they're working towards it. If there's an actual competitive game mode right now that is Zero Builds in the game, there is a chance if it's popular, they will build up to an FNCS. Does that mean it's going to take all the prize pool? Hopefully not, but I know why regular building competitive players are scared of Zero Builds, because anytime something like this happens, it just shows that it's growing more. Meanwhile, regular competitive feels like it's being forgotten. Where I feel like if Epic was doing a really good job and everyone playing competitive was, I'm not going to say happy, because let's be honest, pros and comp players are almost never going to be completely happy, but if they were happier, let's say like Chapter 2 Season 4 during Stark Season when most people were pretty happy, they wouldn't get so upset or get so challenged by Zero Build. But it just feels like when one game mode is thriving and the other is struggling, it's because Epic no longer cares. But just something I wanted to talk about, I'm also interested to see how popular this is. One of the main things I always thought was the popularity of Fortnite Zero Builds is it was less sweaty. So then to have a competitive game mode where people are now going to take it more seriously and get better and sweat, I've always found interesting. But I was talking to a lot of my viewers today on stream who like zero builds, and they said it's not so much about sweatiness, it's just they don't want to sit in creative for 10 hours a day and try to work on their high ground retakes. They haven't played for 2 years, so they're really behind the building meta, where with zero build, because there's no building, that meta and that skill gap isn't as far apart, and just by being smart and having good aim, they can keep up. So now they can get better at the game, they can take it more seriously, but it doesn't have that same element of someone building like the Taj Mahal on your head because you shoot them once. So I'm interested to see how this game mode goes. I think it will be quite successful. I'm not really going to play it too much myself because I just don't personally enjoy zero build, but even though I don't enjoy it, I shouldn't hate on it. That's my main point. Let's talk about the big new weapon update. Fortnite Status tweeted out that the Striker Pump Shotgun body damage slightly reduced. Now, from looking at Hypex's tweet, it looks like it's been reduced by 12 damage at every rarity, only to the body. This confused a lot of people at first, myself included, because headshots are a multiplier of body damage. So if you nerf body damage, you're nerfing headshot damage, but it looks like they also toned up the headshot multiplier and didn't say anything because they still do the same amount headshot for max damage. Now, how do I feel about this? A lot of pros were kind of giving their opinion that early on the body shot damage on the Striker was too much. It rewarded body shots way more than headshots, which in a way is, I don't want to say it's more unskillful than hitting a headshot, but at least you're hitting your shot. So I kind of see the frustration there. From watching the tournament yesterday, FNCS round 1 with these changes, I didn't notice too much difference, but 12 damage every rarity is quite significant. So it just means that you are going to have to go for headshots even more, which does reward good aim. It does mean they've nerfed the shotgun. Obviously it is less damage. You're not going to hit headshot every single time, especially when someone's jumping in with the SMG. So a lot of people a bit upset they nerfed the Striker Pump, but overall it did look like a significant change. But after watching the tournament, I didn't see, and when I played games, I didn't feel too much difference. I don't know, maybe just me. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it's way worse now. It has made the auto shotgun far stronger because the auto shotgun wasn't nerfed at all, and honestly the auto shotgun is super underrated, especially in opens, lobbies, arena, and pubs. The only time I really feel like I need the Striker is when I'm versing another really good opponent who's playing super defensive with good angles, good distance, because I just can't get in their face. But if you're playing a lot of opens lobbies, the auto shotgun is a very good weapon with reliable damage. The reason I say this is because the two-shot shotgun has been buffed though. The two-shot shotgun fire its second shot faster. Now, is it still a good shotgun now? Not really. It's better when you find it on spawn now. It does a bit more damage. It shoots faster, so it's easy to hit the double shot, but they haven't buffed the damage at all. So even when you hit both shots, you still do less damage than a Striker Pump anyway. So I'm still always going to run the Striker Pump. I don't really understand the point of the two-shot shotgun. The faster you make the second shot fire, it's just closer to being a single-shot shotgun that does less damage than the other single-shot shotgun. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have a two-shot shotgun, make it like the double barrel or something where it feels significantly different. I don't like that right now, basically, there is a shotgun that is almost completely useless. I won't use it. I will just use it until I find either the auto shotgun or the Striker, and most of the time, I'm just using the auto until I find the Striker. At least the auto is significantly different. It shoots faster, but it doesn't have as much range on it, so there's a bit of a decision to make there. But I would love to see us going back to like a chapter 2 season 5 shotgun meta where every shotgun felt considerably different. I'm talking tack, charge, lever, dragon's breath, and you would have arguments with your friends for hours over which shotgun was better because no one would agree. I want to go back to that. Right now, like 95% of people are picking up the Striker every single time if they can. That is not a fun shotgun meta in my opinion. So they've changed it up a little bit, but not enough to really make it a lot more fun for me. Just my opinion. Now, the Striker Burst AR deals less damage at maximum range. This change I like a lot. Hypex saying it does 3 less damage at medium range and 5 less damage at long range. I don't know what really defines medium and long range, but the biggest issue with the Striker Burst, in my opinion, is in competitive. You can sit on top of a mountain in Rave Cave and just be absolutely frying people from 400 meters away, just getting so much damage on everyone. It makes it really hard to rotate. It makes it really difficult when you're caught out in the open. So I like this nerf. It's not really going to affect arena or pubs that much because most of the time you're taking most of those shots at that close to medium range. You're not really taking shots from a super long range. So I really like that change. Big positive from Epic in my opinion. And last but not least, Porta Fort stack size reduced from 5 to 2. But again, I don't care too much about Porta Forts. They're really only in pubs. I mostly care about the competitive changes. It looks like we're going to continue to get crazy map changes. We now have confirmed that Sleepy Sound, Condo Canyon, and Daily Bugle are all going to have this reality effect where it's going to start switching the POI between different presets every single game, same as you have right now at the Butter Barn. And again, I don't know if this is what's causing the server issues. I hope it's not, because when we have like 5 of these POIs shifting every single game, it's going to be pretty insane. But I do think it's cool that so far this season alone, we've had like more map changes than what we've had in like 4 or 5 seasons of Chapter 2 in the middle there. So it's pretty crazy to see, and honestly, I like the aesthetic of these reality sections. I like the way the trees look, the mushrooms. It is very cool. We also have the summer update coming up that Hypex made a tweet about, and you probably see a lot of the leakers talking about. They said upcoming BR, No Sweat, and Sweaty Rebuild summer events. Now, there's a lot of stuff here, but the main thing that I care about is we have the return of some pretty crazy stuff, like the return of sand tunneling from Chapter 2 Season 5. So I don't know how much this summer event is going to change the game competitively, but I have to imagine that some of this stuff is gonna have to go into comp, so keep an eye on it, because with FNCS underway, we are gonna have some pretty big changes. Remember, they did just make that weapon update 1 hour before FNCS Qualifier 2 started, so they are clearly willing to make major changes during FNCS, so keep an eye out. If there's anything massive that's changing competitive, you know I'll be making videos on it. All right, guys, that does it for another video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please chuck a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.